Hello everyone, you can see the title of the video. I will be talking about a dog called Rocky. This video is not a happy video, it's a very sad video. So I'm not going to be making any jokes, I'm probably not going to make light of this video, but let's get started. So I think it was about a year ago, maybe 2 years. I can't remember. I got a really bad memory, but there's a lot of things that I remember, such as this. So about 1 or 2 years ago, my mum told me what happened. But I'm gonna go right to the beginning. Around 7 to 8, maybe 9 years ago, I lived in a different house. I didn't live in this house. I lived in a completely different house. The house had 2 floors, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, I think, 1 big living room, which we made a wall in. We didn't make a wall in it. We literally made a wall to separate the room to make it 2 rooms. We had a kitchen. It was a good house, and I loved that house. It was a house I lived in before this one. And I miss that house. I want to live in it again. But we lived in that house and we had these 2 dogs, but one of them died, and we gave the other one to someone else. I can't remember the dogs' names or the type of dogs that they were, but they were very tiny dogs. And maybe 1 or 2 years after that, we went to my stepdad's mum's house, my step-nana, I guess. We went to her house, and she gave us this dog, this black Labrador called Rocky. I was very scared of this dog. I'm very scared of big dogs that I'm not around a lot. And when we brought this dog to our house, I didn't think that we would keep this dog. I didn't think that we would keep Rocky for many years, or maybe even a few weeks or days. I was very little at that time. I was around 5 or 6. I'm surprised I remember this because it was so long ago. Anyway, I'm going to skip ahead a couple years to this house. We moved into this house when I was around 7. I'm 14 right now. And we got another dog, a Rottweiler called Bella, and I was very little again when we got this dog, around 8 or 9. And Rocky has been with us, was with us for a lot of years. Rocky didn't really have any sort of problems, but we knew just a couple of years ago that my stepdad's mum didn't give Rocky her injections, because dogs have to have sort of certain injections put into them. I think I'm not entirely sure, but I think they do, right? And Rocky didn't have any of that. Dogs are meant to have them, I think, but Rocky didn't have any. And Rocky was with us for many years. She didn't have any problems with anyone. She didn't growl. And with the Rottweiler, Bella, that's her name, with Bella and Rocky, the only thing that really annoyed us about them was that they barked really loudly whenever someone knocked on the door, or when there was a loud noise outside, or when there was a loud noise inside, for example. And that was, although that was annoying, that was something that we remembered about Rocky. It was a weird thing, but we did remember that she did that. Bella does it. And we have got another dog now. We have a Chihuahua. She's black and white. And she does that thing as well. Whenever something loud happens, she barks. And she's a very small dog. Sometimes I do not notice her. Sometimes I sort of accidentally hit over my foot when I'm walking. It is of course an accident. I didn't I don't mean to, I don't want to attack animals. But back to Rocky, we had her for a lot of years, and just a few months before, you know, what happened, she started to get a little bit lazy, a little sluggish, and when I started stroking Bella, when that started happening, Bella started growling at me for no reason, and I don't know why, no one really knew why, but when I stroked Rocky, she didn't really have any problems. She actually licked me a lot of the time. To be honest, I liked Rocky more than Bella, because she was much more calm, she was much more sort of a bit lazy, she was a bit like me, for example. I'm lazy a lot, I'm sluggish, I might have scoliosis when I grow up. But anyway, that's a video for another day. Because I feel like I've got scoliosis because my head is sort of always like that. It's always down. It's always sort of hanging, if you know what I mean. It's never straight like that. It's always that. But during the end of those months, we found on a morning when I was in year 7 or year 8. I got dressed and I came downstairs and I saw my stepdad's mum there sitting, and I heard them say that I think it was Bella's back legs went limp, that she couldn't move them, and she started vomiting a lot in her basket, because we had a basket sort of behind Lee's chair. Lee's chair isn't very close to the wall, except I can't really show you, but it's very far from the wall, and we got this area where we put the dogs' beds and baskets, and we put stuff in there like blankets, baskets, pillows, whatever we want to really give to the dogs for a little sort of treat thing. But we found out that she was vomiting a lot, her back legs had gone limp, and I was actually really scared for her. And on that same day, I got off the school bus, because the school is at 3 miles away, I've got to take the bus. I got off the school bus, I started walking down the path, the sidewalk, whatever you want to call it, and I saw my mum standing there, and she was wiping her nose, or maybe it was her cheek, I think she was crying. And when I got to her, I said, "Hey, you alright? You don't normally wait for me a lot." Because sometimes she does come down and wait for me by the path. And we started walking a different way to where I normally walk to get home. We sort of walk, sorry if you heard that barking, it was a chihuahua called Peanut. My stepdad named it. And we started walking down a different path, and we started talking about Rocky, and then she sort of stopped and she started crying a lot, and I said, "Hey, what's wrong? What happened?" And she said that Lee, my stepdad, his mum and my mum went to the vet with Rocky. I think they took my stepdad's car, not my stepdad's car, my stepdad's mum's car, and drove her down to the vets. And they said that we can help her, we can make her better, but it would cost like $2,000. And my family, we don't earn a lot of money, we can't use a lot of it for other needs. We can only use them for like shopping, stuff for the house, like bills and all that stuff. But they said no, we can't pay for it. And they put her down. They put her to sleep, whatever you want to call it. They killed her basically. And that dog Rocky, I loved her a lot. She wasn't a pet. She was part of the family, like Bella and Peanut are. She was here longer than Bella, and she was just here for so long. She was she was kind of lazy, but I loved her, and she died. I just wanted to make a video about Rocky because I want to make more videos about my life, like pets, family, other stuff. And yeah, that was about 1 or maybe 2 years ago, and I'm very sad about it, as you can kind of tell. I'm very sad. I really wanted Rocky to stay longer, a few more years maybe, but they had to do it because we couldn't do anything. None of us could pay for the care. None of us could pay for what they might have done if we had the money. Anyway, this video has gone on for a bit long than I would have thought. I'm going to end the video now, okay? Please hit the like button, please subscribe, turn on notifications so you get notified whenever I upload a video. Go over to my 2 Facebook accounts. I made a new one 2 days ago, I think, or maybe 3. It's by the same name, Jack Thompson, Thompson, because some people can't spell my second name. They're both the same, they both have the same picture, the same name. One of them has less friends, which is the recent one. I am going to be doing more live streams on my second account, and it has been announced, hopefully it's real, that Undertale is coming to PlayStation 4. I do have one, it's currently unplugged, but I'm planning on plugging it back in and getting the game, which is coming in summer, and it's summer now. We have about 2 or 3 months left of summer, so hopefully it comes out soon, and I will be doing live streams of it. And yeah, see you in the next video.